Hi guys, today alternator replacement due to the whistling or whining noise. If you watched my other video how to locate the noise in your engine using just a screwdriver, you will find out that the noise is coming actually from the alternator. I'm not sure yet if that's the bearing or something else. Usually it's a bearing on the alternator, but this alternator was replaced not more than a year ago, so I'm not happy with the noise. As you can see, it's still looking fresh and everything is fine. I don't have a problem with charging the battery, but the whistling noise you can hear on the intro clip of the video is not nice, and I will do some more checkings to find out what's the problem. Okay, I'm gonna do a few checks, simple checks. First check is the positive and negative terminals showing the voltage on my battery on my system, which is 12 volts, and it doesn't drop. I know that because I checked that few times, never had problems with starting, so the charge is fine. So that's the first test. Okay, second test is the same test, positive negative, but with engine running and all the electrical accessories in my car on. So AC on, headlights on, rear windscreen on, heating, radio on, and the charge, this is actually surprising, it's 12.5. I'm gonna switch off all the bits, just leave the engine running. I'm gonna check the voltage again. Okay, so with the engine running, only engine running, it's 14.6, so I think it's okay, because I managed to turn on everything inside the car, so it gives me still 12.5. I'm not sure if it's good or not, but it's not the problem with the alternator only. If it's charging not properly, that's another issue. It's the noise, why the noise is there. So bear with me, I'm gonna explain you why the noise is coming out from the alternator. You can still hear the noise, and before I remove actually the belt, there's no need to remove the belt, because I know the noise is coming from the alternator. But before I'm gonna take the alternator out to check if it's a bearing or not, I'm gonna do a simple thing. On the other side of the engine bay, there's a positive terminal for like jump starting or quick charging or something like that. So instead of disconnecting the battery or alternator, I'm gonna disconnect that and I show you what's the difference. Okay, you can hear the noise. What I do, I pull the power, it's the charge from the alternator to the battery. Noise is gone. Noise is back. So now it's not a problem with the bearing. It's something to do with electrical side of the alternator. It's not the mechanical. So after a quick search on the internet, I managed to find out whistling, more like whistling noise we could hear rather than whining noise. It's related to the rectifier in the alternator. So how to check the rectifier with the alternator on the vehicle? It's a pretty simple test. Again, engine on, headlights on, AC on, other stuff on, and now we take our DVLM and switch from DC voltage to AC voltage, and we set this on minimum to check millivolts on the system. If it's below 50, we are fine. If it's above 50, that means this alternator is not good. And we have 222 millivolts, which is very not good, and that's why we have this noise. If that's indication that diode pack on the alternator is about to die, already dead, allowing bigger voltage going through the system. Okay guys, so after that test I know that that alternator is bad, and now we need to replace it. So how to replace the alternator in a M54 engine? It's not a very complicated job. First thing, fan removal. One rivet here, one screw there, this connection out, and the fan is off. Then on the bottom we have a tensioner to loosen up the drive belt, and two bolts holding the alternator. As you might see in my other video how to remove the alternator, you will know how to do it. It's pretty easy job. And then connection, and another connection is the main power, main positive, and alternator is off. Okay, I got new alternator and old to confirm it wasn't bearing, and new. You probably noticed that this one is slightly bigger because it's 120 amps instead of 90. I don't know. The listing on the website says if you have AC on your vehicle you need to have this one. If you don't have AC you need to have that one. However, 90 amps was still on my car since the beginning. I had no issues with that. And also I managed to find out that difference on 30 amps won't do any difference to the car. Probably just charge the battery faster. So I'm gonna put that on, and later I will show you what's the problem, where is the problem with the alternator, what's the part called, and how it looks like. I could actually replace it, just the part, but I'm not sure if that alternator is made properly. Maybe something else is gonna happen with the bearings or something else. I'm not gonna invest any money. I got warranty on this one. That one goes back to the shop, and that's it. Okay, we got our new alternator back into the place, and as you can see it's slightly bigger than the other one, but still fits okay. It's not touching anything, it's not rubbing anything. Hoses are good, so everything is connected. And now I'm gonna show you the old one and the problem with it. Okay, this is the back of the alternator. Here it's a voltage regulator, and this is like a horseshoe shaped piece of metal with diodes. That's the rectifier with diodes. 1, 2, 3 positive or negative, and 1, 2, 3 again positive or negative, because I'm not sure which are they, but that's the problem with the alternator. So if you scaled, you're probably gonna replace that, and you will be fine. The part is not like expensive, it's about 15 to 30 pounds, and you can enjoy your new alternator. However, I'm not dealing with that. I'm gonna send it back to the shop. I got my new one with new warranty, and it's slightly bigger, and in a minute I'm gonna test it again. Okay, we're testing a new alternator. The engine is idling. There's no load on it, just engine. So we got 14, nearly 14 and a half. So I'm gonna put the load on. And this is funny. We got new alternator with engine running and load on, and we got 14, nearly 14 and a half. So the other alternator was actually bad on charging as well, because we could see 12.5 with load on. This is slightly bigger alternator, but looks like it's giving better readings. So now the last test, again AC current through the system with the load on. Set AC millivolts. It's 82. I'm not sure if that 50 millivolt current range is spot on, because there's many things, people saying that 100 millivolts is the deadline, but we can see a difference between it, a big difference. And what's the best? There's no noise. There's no whistling noise or whining noise. So I think we have a fix. So I think that was useful video. If somebody looking for whistling or whining noise from the alternator, because sometimes it's not just the bearing. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please subscribe, give me comment, and stay and watch another videos.